Hi, my name's Chris Mancini and I've been training dogs for 25 plus years. And today we're going to teach Sandy, well Kevin's going to teach Sandy the start of cross paws. Now I think Sandy's already got a paw, hasn't she? So do you want to just show me, give a paw while she's sitting up? So this is how we'd start initially. We just want the dog placing their paw on your hand. What we're looking for after a while, once she knows the idea it's her feet, we're actually going to ask for the opposite foot. And I think she obviously already knows same hand, same foot, doesn't she? So can we get her to place her right paw on your right hand? Good, well done. Nice timing with the clicker there. Because she was throwing up both feet, so you got it just at the right time.
Sit. Wait.
Good. So just do sort of 3 or 4 of them and then we'll see if we can ask her to lie down.
Good girl, good girl. It's very good. It's very good. Good girl, very good. Good up. Good girl.
So do one more in the sit. So we're just going to ignore that because she's given us the, that's it, excellent, well done. So now see if we can get her to lay down. And now see if we can get her to hey, brilliant, well done, just touch your foot there. So you're going to do that a few times if you can. So we're going to ignore that beautiful little head laying on her paws because that's not what we want. Brilliant, well done. Doesn't matter that she gets up in between because the click said that's fine, you did the right thing. That's it, well done. You're ignoring all that licking there, so that's fab. What I'm going to ask you to do this time is lower your hand so it's almost touching her other paw. So, because so she's getting used to the feel, fab. But clickers, right. So we're going to ignore all that, put the blanket back out. She's like getting quite excited, she says.
Good girl.
That's it, don't try and go too far. All I want us to do is just get a feel of your hand on her other foot because some dogs are a bit like, get off my foot. So lay down. Play dead, but again, doesn't matter, we just ignore that, get her back up. Yay, good girl. Right, just go back to where you were before, just make it easy for her again. And just ask for the paw in the down. Because she says, I'm just getting a bit overexcited. Doesn't matter if they start to go wrong, it just means we're going a little bit fast for her, and we just need to take it back a stage. Which is why she's being a bit sillier and offering all these silly behaviours, because she says, well, I'm not sure what you want, so I'll just throw a few things at you and do a rollover and play dead and everything else. So ask her for a down and just stick your hand down without going, that's it, brilliant. Just do 2 or 3 of those so she knows, oh, it's that game we're playing again. Brilliant, well done. And it's natural for them to pull their other foot away, which is what she's doing a little bit. Good, well done. I don't know if the camera can see that well, how her feet are going. And it is a good idea actually to now and then, when you're teaching something new, just let her do a rollover or something, play dead, do that. It's fine, reward it, and then we'll go back and do a...
Good.
Now lay down. Oh, lovely. Very cute. They're concentrating much more when they're doing a new trick. So if you just sort of let them do a couple of things they know, like that, and then we'll say, okay, back to work. So we've just broken it up for her a little bit, and now we're going to say back down.
Yeah, that's very good. That's very good.
Dogs are the same as us, and they do learn. They'll go away and have a little think about it, and often you think they haven't got it. Yes, brilliant, and they'll come back sort of half an hour or the next day and say, oh yes, I can do this, I remember that. It's called latent learning. Exactly the same as us. When they've been concentrating hard. Lovely, well done. Now she's actually comfortable with your hand touching her other paw. And I would probably end the training session at about this stage with one good one. She's actually done really well there. Do a couple of tricks that she knows really well and then give her a break for an hour or so. She can go off and relax for a little while and think about what she's just learned. So we've got the dog comfortable with having your hand touching his other foot. A lot of dogs are quite touchy about that, and he's placing his paw onto the hand. Keeping the hand flat at the moment, but I'm actually almost lightly holding his paw. So it's actually a really good exercise as well for dogs that don't like having their feet touched. So if you've got any problems with nail clipping or anything like that, this is quite a useful trick as well. So I'm actually resting my hand now on his other paw. So hand there, foot, and what you notice is his foot's just starting to go across a little bit more. So now we've done that a few times, I'm going to move my hand just slightly to the other side of that paw. So he's got to stretch a little bit further. Hang on. Good boy. So he's pulling his foot across, and so we're almost the other side. What you can do, if they're comfortable, is just you can stick one finger up just to keep the paw there for a second, so they get the idea that the paw's staying in that position. So finger up, keeps the paw in position. That's a little cheat bit, but I like cheating. Then what we do, start to move my hand away from the other foot. Good boy. So he's stretching over. You notice with Duffy, he's sticking his nose down the other side. I think he's kind of decided he's got to stick his nose down as well. I'm not bothered about that, so it doesn't matter that I'm clicking him for sticking his nose down as well as crossing his paw. So now we've got the actual position. At this stage I wouldn't be adding the cue, but he's almost there. So I'm now moving to his stronger side so that we can show you how to get the finished product. So what I would be doing is start to cross my other hand so that we're getting this is becoming the signal. You can also see he's not touching my hand now, so I can start to fade away. That muscle memory's been built up because he's done it a few times. So I think we're now ready to add in our verbal cue, whatever you want to do. Cross paws is what we use. Cross. Good boy. And then we can test out if they've really got it. We can stand up and say cross. And that's how you teach cross paws. Generally, yeah, if they've got shoulder problems or elbow problems, then it's not ideal. But there's not that many dogs that can't do cross paws. I think little, small, very short-legged dogs find it more difficult, but most dogs can learn cross paws, I think, quite well, and it's just quite a nice little fun trick. You don't have to use your hands as a signal. You can actually use your feet as a target. So if you want to do dancing with your dog or anything like that, it's quite useful to use a foot signal. Get the dog to target their foot and then do exactly the same as we did with the hands. They're just moving their foot slightly across. Thank you very much, Buddy.